Our story begins just a few days before the Best Master exam at the Beast Tamers school. Over there, Junior and everyone else already have their first beast, while the teacher says everyone's free to take a breather. Folks are buzzing about how nervous they're getting for the exam day. Some are totally convinced they're going to pass for sure, while others think the zombie is looking like a nightmare. And then there are those who are like, hey, whatever. This guy is a space-time traveler, but he's been stuck in this body for just a week, digging through its memories, and it's pretty clear what kind of world this is. Years ago, a bunch of beasts burst out from cracks, slaughtering humanity and causing a ton of suffering. But humanity pushed back hard. Amidst the brutal war, they gradually figured out how to tame those miserable beasts and control them for battle. That's how the profession of Beastmaster came to be, the most revered job in the world. During this time, beast tamers naturally became symbols of status and prestige. You could say that becoming a Beastmaster means stepping into the elite class of society. For the young people in this world, the biggest dream is to become a powerful spiritual master. In this world, everyone over 18 can hire their first beast. The stronger your soul, the higher the level of the best beasts you can tame. But he thought that didn't really apply to him because the original owner of this body had already contracted his first beast before traveling through time. And guess what? It's just a harmless little snowball for humans and animals that can only act cute. This thing isn't lethal at all and can't even evolve. Sadly, he figured that from now on, he'd just be an ordinary person with a mediocre life. That's why he was so bored, even with plenty of people with the Midas touch around. They could hire beasts and might even destroy the world. So he summoned that cute little beast, and suddenly, this guy comes up and calls him Lin Zhe, telling him not to mind seeing a beast master. He could live a pretty nice life as an average office worker. In the end, it's not that bad since he doesn't have to take any risks. The guys start laughing, saying he shouldn't worry about becoming a beast master. The worst thing he could do is sell ice cream from a little cart outside a mall, right? Everyone bursts out laughing. Someone else chimes in that he could sell really cold bottled water. How about that? But our boy wasn't thrilled with any of these suggestions. Suddenly, the system finished loading and successfully activated. The achievement system had officially kicked in. In other words, it's hacking time, folks. He looks at those notifications and wonders, do I have a golden finger too? Wow, that celestial system sound is so good. The golden finger has finally arrived. He checks his stat window. Lin Zhe has the physical and spiritual attributes of an adult man. Awesome! He starts analyzing everything calmly and excitedly. There was also a window showing achievement points and some bonuses granted after achieving certain milestones. These points could be used to boost the Beastmaster's attributes and also unlock pet skills, which was exactly what he wanted. There was also a little snowball. It could increase growth by fighting or consuming energy-rich items. Once the growth hits 10%, evolution would be triggered, and the pet's power level would significantly increase afterward. Oh, so that little monster can evolve. But he knows that in this world, it's impossible to evolve monsters. So, hold on. Does this mean he has a huge path for an evolutionary method that strengthens melee combat capabilities, focusing on improving physical fitness, strength, weakening, and the ability to control ice elements? In the next evolution, he'd become a snow monk who can evolve up to level 5, or could he? Queen's Route, an evolutionary method that strengthens affinity with the ice element, focuses on enhancing magical set skills while weakening melee attributes. The next evolution is a Crystal Spirit, which can evolve up to king level. I like this one even more. So clearly that little snowball can evolve. I wonder if there's a hidden evolutionary path too. He picks up his little monster and thinks, if they're putting it like this, there's no need to set up a stall to sell ice cream, haha. Was he really thinking that? He's about to become a Beastmaster. Even the Queen's Route can evolve to king level. That's awesome. Just thinking about it makes him super happy. In the next evolution stage, Crystal 1, first, he'll try to use conquest points to upgrade the little snowball. But to evolve his pet, he needs some achievements. First, he needs to earn 200 points and also a spiritual crystal. After that, he'll need a strength spiritual crystal and 300 conquest points. But right now, there's only one available for him to collect. He then starts gathering spiritual crystal points, just like our dear Lingyu, right, dude? And now he starts using the achievement points. Finally, she managed to level up again. My growth rate is at 23%, and the evolution was successful. The growth rate hit 100%, so that means that monster can really level up. He spent 77 conquest points and has 23 left. Dude, what's the deal? The monster evolved, but there was no special effect, no change in characteristics. What a letdown. That monster is definitely a Class F pet. This really doesn't seem fair for him, but he still has to gear up and gather some spiritual crystals to unlock a new evolution path, 20 elemental essences, and a spiritual jade stone. Most people would never guess that little Snowball would need this formula to move a bit further. And those things aren't cheap at all, so he decides to head out to grab some cash and then go to the pet shop to buy some evolution materials. As he leaves, the guys keep saying that he should take his Snowball home to sell ice cream, but Linz tells our little monster to ignore that bunch of nonsense. Tomorrow, the Beastmaster ranking evaluation depends on him. The guy who was laughing earlier now seems worried and calls the protagonist a flashy dude. What did you say, Lin? Zay glances at him, thinking that the Zhang family is the second richest family in town, Zhang, and he can't compete with the South yet. He straightens his jacket, wondering who the real trash is now. We'll see in the final Beastmaster exam results. But the guy can't hold it back and starts laughing with his buddy. Oh, come on, you with your stuffed animal that can't even evolve. If I were you, I wouldn't even show up for the ranking exam. Just go home and sell popsicles, loser. Suddenly, someone shouts his name, telling him not to go too far. The guy says he's not scared of that loser and that he won't go too far. Another one asks if Miss Guan really likes trash, but Lindsay doesn't care. He tells her to forget it. They don't need to argue with him. When the time comes, they'll understand naturally. He needs to go to the pet shop first and then head home alone. She says it's fine,